Hello everybody. At this time we will learn recount text. Pada kesempatan ini kita mau belajar tentang text recount. What we learn about? Apa yang akan kita pelajari dari text recount itu? The first, definition. The second, social function. The third, generic structure. The fourth, language features. The last, example. The first, about the definition of recount text. Definisi dari recount text. The recount text is a text which retell about an experience or sequences of past events, or text that telling the reader about one story, action, or activity that happened in past. Definisi dari text recount adalah teks yang mana menceritakan tentang sebuah pengalaman atau rangkaian kejadian di masa lampau, atau teks yang menceritakan kepada pembaca tentang sebuah cerita, tentang kejadian atau aktivitas yang terjadi di waktu lampau. And then the social function of recount text. Fungsi sosial dari recount text. There are two social function of recount text. The first, to retell a sequence of past events to the reader. Pertama, menceritakan tentang rangkaian kejadian di masa lampau kepada pembaca. And then the second, to entertain or inform the reader about someone experience in the past. Kedua, menghibur atau memberi informasi kepada pembaca tentang pengalaman seseorang di masa lampau. Itu fungsi sosial dari recount text. The third, it is about the generic structure of recount text. Jadi, pola bacaan dari text recount. There are three parts of generic structure of recount text. Jadi ada tiga bagian di pola bacaan dari text recount. The first, orientation. The second, event. The last or the third, reorientation. Orientation, pendahuluan. Jadi di orientation itu biasa berhubungan dengan introduce the topic or event. This paragraph introduce who, what, where, when, why, and possible how. Jadi di orientation, di pendahuluan, ini biasanya memperkenalkan topik atau kejadian. Paragraf ini memperkenalkan siapa, apa, di mana, kapan, mengapa, dan mungkin juga bagaimana. At the second, it is event. Kemudian yang kedua adalah event atau kejadian. The recount text is told in chronological order, the order that the events happen. Jadi di dalam event ini menceritakan kejadian secara kronologis, secara berurutan. Jadi kejadian yang terjadi secara berurutan. Itu di bagian event. And then the last, reorientation. Bagian yang ketiga adalah reorientation atau kesimpulan. Reorientation is where the writer or speaker can give personal opinions about the topic or event. The writer or speaker may also comment on how this event or topic may affect other things in the future. Jadi di orientation di sini adalah di mana penulis atau pembicara dapat memberikan pendapat secara personal tentang topik atau peristiwa itu. Penulis atau pembicara mungkin juga memberikan komen atau komentar bagaimana kejadian ini atau topik ini mungkin akan berpengaruh ke yang lain di masa mendatang. Itu adalah generic structure dari recount text atau pola bacaan di dalam recount text. And then the next, the language features of recount text. Jadi unsur kebahasaan dari teks recount. Unsur kebahasaan di dalam teks recount ini biasa menggunakan using past tense. Biasa menggunakan simple past tense yang mana sudah kalian pelajari. Kalau kita ingat past tense biasa berhubungan dengan adanya kata kerja bentuk lampau atau bentuk dua, dan juga to be past tense was or were, atau biasa menggunakan to be, was atau were. For example, arrived, watched, wrote, wore, etc. And then biasa introducing personal participant, biasa memperkenalkan orang di dalam teks. For example, I, my family, my aunt, my best friend, etc. And then biasa using action verb, biasa menggunakan kata kerja tindakan. For example, slept, went, ate, walked. And then biasanya using conjunction and temporal connective. Di dalam teks recount biasa menggunakan konjungsi dan juga kata penghubung temporal. For example, before, after that, then, after a while, first, finally. Before sebelum, after that setelah itu, kemudian, berikutnya, pertama-tama, finally. And then biasa using adverb of time and place. Di dalam language features of the context biasa menggunakan kata keterangan tempat dan juga waktu. Contohnya, yesterday, 2 weeks ago, last month, in the beach, in the temple, at the school. It is the language features of the context. And then about the example of the recount text. The title My First Experience. Nah, di sini akan memberikan contoh tentang teks recount yang mana berjudul My First Experience, pengalaman pertamaku. Kemudian contoh ini nanti akan kita masukkan per bagian orientation, event, reorientation. Yang masuk orientation dari cerita my first experience. At that time, I was 17 years old. I asked my father to give me a gift, which is a motorcycle. However, my wish was rejected by my father because I was still an adult. Then, I asked my father to teach me to ride a motorcycle. Initially, my father refused my request and promised to teach me next year, but I shall. It is orientation in my first experience. And then another part, it is event. Di bagian event. Finally, my father taught me to ride a motorcycle in a field near the house. Father gave instruction on how to drive it. First, my father led me from behind and I was riding on my father Over time, I want to try it myself. I was happy and proud to be riding a motorcycle. A few, a few days later, I tried to ride a motorcycle on the narrow street of my house. I was nervous when there was another motorcycle in front of me. Unexpectedly, my motorcycle hit the wall, which made me fall from the motorbike. It is part of event. And at the last part, reorientation. I was afraid of being scolded when I got home. But the reality, my father was very proud of me. I was also give advice to be more calm in driving. It is example of the context. I think enough at this time. And then thank you for your attention, and I hope you can understand what we learn at this time. It is about context. See you next time.